Hello everyone, my name is Russ and I just want to go over a few things before you buy Forest River XLR Hyperlite model line. We got 2414, its overall length like 28 feet. And basically we decided to go online route and just buy it remotely, and that camper being basically towed to Montana from Ohio. Um, so I think the few things you need to watch for and ask your dealer, I would say I would probably go over those red signs or red flags that you need to be aware when you buy it. I was kind of mostly relying on the dealer reputation and some of the reviews. I had two dealers in mind, and since I like this front better than just round with one LED like big light versus I like this one with several LED lights, I decided to pursue this option because that dealer just had that model, and the other models were not available until like few months because of the COVID and the factory were closed. So basically it got to us um, on Sunday. So I put deposits on Saturday. Spoke to the salesperson Sean. He was like, "Yes, everything's tip top. We go over the pre-inspection. Should not have any worries. We set up, give tanks of gas and propane, and also one battery comes with it. So pre-inspection should be done, and you should not even worry." So I made a 500 down on Saturday. I asked him to ship all the paperwork by UPS overnight. I got it, I think, on Tuesday. I paid it with cashier's check, and on Wednesday, I was trying to reach. I think her name was Robin at the sales department, like a accounting department, and have no response. So I think this is actually a red flag, which I read other reviews, and one person said that they canceled the deal just because the accountant department could not did not actually reach them back. So but I was like, well, that's okay. I think he was telling me the salesperson that was super busy, no time, and if you feel like they all busy and so forth, I would say just make sure that they will make a video for you of that specific unit with that VIN number and go over all features. I mean, if they um, promote themselves as a line, like wholesale dealer, make sure they will have a review, like a walkthrough video specific for your unit, with all buttons turned on and everything go through, which I did not do, and this was I think the major mistake. Otherwise, I would not buy from the dealer and look for somewhere else. So yeah, so the next point, basically when it arrived, I'll go from the front to the back. So the gas, the propane cover did not have any retention clip on the bottom, so that was kind of up, moving up and down. The battery cover was missing also, and I will say it's hard to prove what happened. My driver says everything was, everything that came in is how the dealer sold it, and the dealer is blaming my driver or the long haul that it has been stolen. Okay, so that's fine. I can take that. But when I start to go through options, I realize that there's a kill switch here, and basically with that kill switch, this battery disconnect. There is one switch right above it. I thought that powers that LED light inside of the storage box, but it actually does not. And the power and the storage box LED light, you have to push right in the middle. There's a button that you push in and push out. But this switch, I think, just gas and powers the outside LED light. But when I disassemble that, there's only one wire goes to the switch, so obviously it does not power anything. and the wire either lost or has not been pre-wired. So that will go through warranty repair, which again the dealer failed to recognize and inspect, and basically sold me the unit. The sad part that after after I discovered a few things, and I was trying to reach them back and ask them, hey guys, who's going to be responsible for that? Why you failed? If you look up the manual on the Forest River, if there's a responsibilities for the dealer, and they have to must go through every button on the trailer, on the camper, and make sure everything works properly. It's called like a pre-delivery inspection. And not sure what happened, but they failed to admit. They said we did everything was working, not our problem. But when I was going through all those other things, I had substantial doubt they actually did any pre-inspection on this unit, except maybe just glancing through. So let's walk inside. And so the one thing that I have a short video, that the molding on that bed fell off. Well, I was basically just hanging on that side, so I ended up basically using some glue. It's not perfectly fixed yet, so but I just use self-tapping screws, and I just put them all around. I think it's something you guys probably should consider as a upgrade, so it will secure that cover. Again, I can say yes, this is something that could happen on the road. But one thing, this walking dinette was not going down all the way. The support legs were not touching the ground, about 4 inches above. And if you look on the side, I'm sure I'll just try to point with a finger, right where that fire extinguisher is, basically right here, right on the bottom, there's a kill switch for for lowering this bed, and that switch was actually located 4 inches above on the next, I think on the next mount point where it should be. So I have to undo that switch and just move it down. So that's something the dealer was supposed to do on its own, and they failed to do it. I don't know who does install it, the factory or the dealer. We did not talk that far. Basically when I was able to reach the manager of the dealer, or president, Mr. President Scott, he said that he doesn't like to be harassed. So basically I cannot even say that I'm not satisfied with the purchase. So he told me, you have 3 seconds to tell me yes or no if you want me to file the warranty repair through my dealer. So I think I just asked him to take a comment pill, and I ended my conversation. So if somebody is raging and angry and doesn't know how to handle his anger, I don't want to continue conversation. So I said basically, adios. Good luck with your sales, and hopefully somebody will slow you down, and instead of selling more units, you'll start to sell few, but with a good quality control. Yeah, I don't want to buy 1,700 miles away that camper, being brought over here and find out that I have to basically go through warranty repair, which Forest River was super nice actually with me, listening to all my concerns. I took all the videos. It was about 15 of them, and they set up the warranty repair, which was like 1 month away from when it arrived. So yeah, I didn't want to wait, so I decided, well, the molding I can fix. So we were planning to go camping, so I fixed that part. I just opened the manual, and I have learned about that kill switch, which I've relocated. The other thing was that so there was no air coming through this heater into the bathroom, and when you take this cover off, it's basically like a metal box with ducts that going to the left side, going under the bed, and one goes to the bedroom and one goes to the bathroom right here. So apparently, I think maybe when it was hollowing, they are locked by just one screw, and I think since it's like a very thin fulge, or kind of like a plasticky fulge, it basically just they got detached because the wires on top of that hose or duct were quite heavy. So there's quite lots of wiring behind this box, and it's super heavy wiring, like maybe I don't know, yeah, hard to say, maybe like 10 to 8 gauge or maybe 6 gauge. So that part got, I fixed that. I just got some rings, like for dryers, and just installed them, and they secured quite well.